Let's talk about creating and using data to inform the decisions that you make in your business. Hey, in case we haven't met yet, I'm Christina Marie Anderson, the owner of Wander Soul Co., a web development studio packed with personality. And I focus on helping female founders who've built their communities on third-party platforms like Facebook or Instagram bring their following over to their own digital hub that they own so that they can automate lead generation and passive income through their websites. I also offer Elementor education, and I have a forthcoming template suite and course launch at the end of March of this year. So if that sounds like information you are interested in hearing more about, make sure you click the subscribe button below. I'm here every Tuesday coming to your email inboxes and dropping a new YouTube video about my travails in life and business. So today we are talking about data and how we create it and how we use it to inform decisions that we're making within our businesses. And I say we, but I'm going to talk about how I do this, and hopefully it resonates with you a little bit and maybe you learned something today. So first up, let's talk about what exactly I mean by data. So I think we all are a little bit scared by the word data. It sounds very sort of mathematical. I know I had to take statistics in high school, not my favorite class by far. The teacher tried to convince me that 99.99 equals 1, and I just got very confused, and I kind of left it at that. And so when I think of data, I think of numbers and spreadsheets and charts and bar graphs, and just like not my favorite things to think about as a creative, right? Just doesn't really align with my way of thinking. So when I'm talking about data, I'm not just talking about the hard and fast numbers that we run our businesses by. Although those are important, they're not the only data that exists out there that we can use to inform our decisions. And I'm really talking about the data, the information that we gain when we try new things in our business. The number of new things that you try in your business has a direct correlation to the amount of data that you have to analyze in order to make the right decisions for your business. And this, kind of think about that for a minute. The number of new things that you try directly correlates to how much data you have to make decisions in your business. So if you're not out there trying new things, even on a semi-regular basis, do you really have enough data to say if what you're doing is the right thing, or if there is something else out there that you could be doing to gather more data, have more information about the right path for your business? So I will fully admit that I am a recovering perfectionist. There's a really long part of my life where I didn't even think running a business was something that I could do, probably because perfectionism ran my life. I had to get an A. I had to be the best at softball. I had to get into the best college. I had to score as close to perfect as I could on my ACTs. And I was always doing things that I was good at. I wasn't necessarily trying new things, certainly not trying messy new things that I was bad at. I directly correlated to sports. I grew up very athletic. I played competitive fast pitch softball, but any other sport out there, I would get really, really self-conscious about because I knew I wasn't going to be good at it right off the bat. Now, of course, I wasn't going to be good at it right off the bat. And also I'd been playing softball for most of my life by the time I got into high school. So of course, just very much, of course, there would be a learning curve, just like there is to anything. And I would say that certainly stopped me from trying new things when I was younger. However, having my brother pass away in 2014 and my dad pass away in 2016, I gained a greater appreciation for just trying the damn thing. And this has definitely played a role in my business and in how I make decisions in my business, but also how I inform decisions in my business. So I try things, I get an idea, I will dive in head first. I said to my coaching group today that I like to build my parachute on the way down. That's a little bit of a cliche, but it's mostly true. I will absolutely let myself get ran away with this idea And then I have to sort of like build the pieces as I'm going to make sure that I don't just fall flat on my face. And for the most part, it works out, right? I have built a successful business doing this. I think the more that you try new things, especially early on in business, the easier it gets to try the right new things later on in business. Again, you can use the data that you've gathered, even if the data says failure, it's still data that you can say, okay, well, I'm not going to go down that path again, or here's what I could have done differently to make it go the way that I anticipated. So the importance of trying new things and really getting out there, seeing what happens, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work is integral to the way that I run and the way that I've built my business. And I would like to encourage you to try something new today. Especially if there's something that you've been waffling back and forth on, like, oh, can I really do it? Please take one step towards whatever that thing is, because you will learn something. No matter what happens, you will learn something, and then you can use that to make the next best decision for your business.